off to today, Rach? You're going to update everyone where we're off to?
As I was just saying, I accidentally just said to David, oh, well, yay, we're out and about, and then I realised, no, that's the name of our...
We've eventually crossed over into Victoria,
channel.
So we feel like we're on holidays now, doesn't it?
We feel like
we're starting to feel like we're on holidays.
We feel like we're away and going, so very exciting. The sun's out after a cold start, isn't it?
It is. It's all 14 degrees out there still though, but it's better than the 9 degrees that it was when we got to Border Town.
Yeah.
I just had breakfast at Border Town, had a meal there and another cup of coffee. So I'm feeling quite awake now.
Yeah, I'm feeling good after my second cup.
And a muesli bar.
Yeah. Trying not to eat too much so I don't feel like a blimp at the other end.
No.
So we're heading to Beechworth? Not Beechport, Beechworth.
Beechworth, you'll get that by the time we get there hopefully.
Yes, because Beechport's near Rome, isn't it?
Down near Mount Gambier way.
That's what I'm getting confused
Victoria,
with.
yeah.
No, but I was saying Beechport before, but that's near Rome, isn't it? Is what I was getting confused with.
I think Beechport is the other side in Victoria, closer to probably to Mount Gambier.
What am I thinking of that's near Rome, where you do that
Kingston.
No, where you do that run from Rome through to...
Oh, it could be beach something, yeah. It could be Beechport.
There's Beechport, yeah. You do that beautiful.
Oh yeah, no, I'm
run.
thinking of Portland. I'm not quite sure where this conversation's going, but what we're achieving.
We're confused. So we've now established that.
We're not.
That Beechport.
We've established all the places where we're not actually going.
So we're going to Beechworth, but Beechport is near Rome, where we go.
Yes,
we do that beautiful
you're right.
beach run. So I'm right.
Beachfront run, yes, true. Very true.
I don't know where Portland's coming from, but anyway.
Anyhow, we've just left Border Town, and I believe we're on the right road.
We are.
We're between Border Town and Canberra, or is it Canberra? How would Peter Gers pronounce it?
Don't know.
Oh, okay. And then I think we'll head to Dimbulla, then we'll veer off there and head off towards St Arnaud, out across the top of Victoria. So as exciting as the trip's been so far.
Yeah.
But,
this is a way of avoiding the hay plains, isn't it? Basically what we're doing.
Yeah, well...
Because a weird way to get to...
Yeah, well, because we're not going to go to Canberra in one day.
Yeah.
I didn't want to get stuck out near Wagga Wagga or somewhere between Hay and Wagga Wagga.
Some dodgy hotel.
Not saying it's bad out there, but we've done that trip many times and it'd be good to go somewhere different.
Yeah.
So we're going to go across the top of Victoria, which is a bit more of a scenic route, I think, compared to the Hay Plain.
Don't Americans say route? I think you mean route, scenic route.
Scenic route.
Yeah.
I always say route because I went to an ACE school.
Okay, fair enough.
Anyhow, we're off and out of South Australia now, so we feel like we're on our way. Now this is St Arnaud's. This is where we stopped for lunch quickly, so we just thought we'd throw some pictures of the main street and the park up, and we found a mural which we thought was impressive. I reckon myself and Lyle, when we went through to the High Country, we stopped in here at this one.
Oh yeah, there's another one there. Yeah.
Bakery. And that was quite interesting inside as well, as plain as it looks on the outside.
It looks good actually.
Well, that was St Arnaud again for another trip.
Yeah, I like it.
Quite a few new houses going in here, which is good to see. It's actually growing. I hate to think what real estate's worth over here compared to Murray Bridge.
Yeah. We'll see.
Years ago, 300,000, I thought was a lot of money, but
probably
now
similar to Murray Bridge, looking at these prices actually. Much the same.
That was an interesting stop, wasn't it, Rach?
It was. She
We're just leaving.
She says with a yawn.
With a desperately needed coffee yawn.
Yeah.
So we're leaving. What's it called again? Coal bin.
Coal Barabin or something like that.
Oh.
I don't know. Anyway, we saw some very nice silo art.
Silo art was amazing.
Yeah.
It's better than Canberra, with ours all in black and white. This one's in colour.
Yeah, it was pretty.
And
it's another little Victorian town.
Yeah.
And now we've only got a couple of hours now until we get to Beechworth, where we're staying the first night.
A couple of hours or an hour and a half?
Or maybe less, yeah, maybe an hour and a half.
Less, who knows?
Yeah.
We'll get there eventually.
That's exciting, because it has been a bit of a long day. It's been good, but it's been long, hasn't it?
It's getting a bit long now, yeah.
Yeah.
But the sun's still up and
so it's alright.
we're almost there.
I've got a book, so that makes me happy.
Now, this is our first night accommodation in Beechworth, known as Beechworth on Bridge. Quite a good motel, all things considered.
Hello. What are you up to?
Just making a recording of the room.
Hello. Why are you doing that?
Because I'm bored. So you can see where we've stayed.
Oh, yeah.
As we head up the alleyway, Rach.
That's it.
Head up
Bit
and
chilly.
whereabouts did we
better.
have breakfast?
We
That was
had
called the Coffee Stain.
Coffee Stain. Yeah, it was very nice.
Coffee Stain Cafe and Carvery, whatever
Yeah,
that means.
which sounds fancy, but it was a very nice breakfast. Good old bacon and egg breakfast.
It was hard to find though. Everyone was selling pies around this place.
Yeah, pies or toasties and things.
I'm not sure where we're going to end up here. It's called the Hub. But we'll see how we go. Your earring crisis has been averted.
It has. It's all good now. I feel like I'm dressed properly now.
Just properly for adventure.
Take a picture of the street, not a bus.
Well, we will in a minute. I just thought it looks all very historic down this end, doesn't it? Of
Yeah,
Beechworth.
it's pretty.
The information centre probably full of information for us.
There's Ned Kelly taken to Melbourne.
Someone's kept the chalk
Looks
up.
like Ned Kelly was here. Ned taken to Melbourne.
Yeah, I think
Buckland
this was
riot
the-
erupts.
Now, we quickly headed up the hill to the old jail in town. Now, this jail is where Ned Kelly was first held in a cell after he was caught. And as you saw Rachel pointing out before, they then sent him off to Melbourne, where he met his fate.
Lovely damp palmy day. Yay.
It's too cold, Rach.
I love a damp palmy day.
Dear. Try to get warm. I reckon we might be ready to head back in the car, I think, soon. As nice as Beechworth is,
Yeah, it's pretty chilly.
pretty cold.
Yeah.
But we are about to get colder, aren't we? So we're about to head up to
The Alpine.
Alpine Way or something.
Yeah, Alpine
across
Road
to
or
Canberra,
something. Yeah.
which
It's really
is
exciting.
oh, is it Thredbo? Thredbo,
Yeah,
Jindabyne.
Thredbo and Jindabyne.
So we're going to see how mad it is out there
Yeah.
and how
All the
cold it
tourists
is.
and the ski scene.
See if we can get ourselves bogged and stuck in the snow or something.
Hopefully not.
Sounds like fun. Well, Rach, what do you think of Beechworth?
Love Beechworth. We're all rugged up to the nines today because we're going.
We're getting a new meaning of what cold is, aren't we?
We are getting a new meaning of what cold is. So I've got my woolen socks on and boots and scarf, and we've got our warm, like heavy duty jackets for the day. So we just had a really nice morning in Beechworth, and I didn't sort of make the connection with Beechworth honey. So we've just had a lovely time in the honey shop.
Tasting different types of honey,
Tasting different types of honey, so that makes me feel quite happy because
which I was strong enough to avoid doing, but
Don't-
someone else here started tasting everything.
I know, I'm such a poo bear. I love honey, so that was very exciting. Seeing all the different types and having a look around. So we've had breakfast, we had a nice breakfast, didn't we?
Yeah.
We slept pretty well. I slept well, so I'm feeling a bit better today.
Yeah, I didn't sleep the best, but I felt like I was sleeping on a piece of wood. But anyway,
Yeah.
won't go there.
No. Okay, so David didn't sleep so well, but I've slept well, so I'm a bit chirpier today. I was looking back at the footage from yesterday and I looked so depressed. I wasn't feeling depressed, but I looked depressed. I think I was just tired. Anyway, it's a pretty little town, wasn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's a very nice
So
little
nice.
town. Home of Beechworth honey. They got their head office there,
Yeah.
and yeah, everything honey related. Seems to be bees everywhere.
Yeah, so that's exciting. So we're doing the scenic route to Canberra today. So we're going, what was the road? Alpine
The Alpine Way
Way.
is what it's called. So
yeah.
we're going to get the navigation system talking in a minute, telling us where to go.
So I mean, if we're lucky, we might even see a little bit of snow along the way. It would be good.
Well, we're going to head out through Jindabyne and that sort of area.
So Jindabyne, and what was the other town?
It's not Dargo.
Continue on
Threadbow.
Threadbow, yeah. So
Oh.
we've just got a bit of a rough patch on
Yeah,
the
they've
road.
got a road
there.
washed away here. We've got to divert around, unfortunately.
So it's looking a bit windy, the road.
It's
Anyway,
going to be a windy day, I think, Rach.
Yeah. So we could have gone on the main highway, but that was.
But no, that'd be too sensible.
It would be too sensible. So.
And we like to keep life interesting.
Yeah.
And
that's good.
we believe we can get through. I think in Victoria, if you head into the Alpine region, you need snow chains on board.
Which we don't have.
Which I think we're avoiding by going this way. But over on the New South Wales side, you just need a four-wheel drive, is what I've been told. So we should tickle those boxes.
Yeah, so we should be fine.
And you've got to hope the snow ploughs have cleared the snow. So we'll see how we go anyway.
Yeah. So
We'll have pictures to show what the rest of the day holds.
I know. Great.
This was just a photo for all the Hilux lovers. Now Rachel liked this part of the trip. This is where we crossed the border from Victoria to New South Wales, of course being the Murray River. And living down where we live at the other end of the river, I think we're about 50 to 100 kilometres from the beginning of the Murray. So it's good to see it at one end after living at the other.
So what do you think of Jindabyne, Rach?
I think it's amazing. You can't see it because obviously they've got the camera on us now, but
There's a big lake off to our left, isn't there?
we didn't realise that Jindabyne was surrounded by this beautiful lake, or like a reservoir. We're heading, well, we're heading fairly directly to
We're
Canberra
sort of
now.
heading to Cooma. It's a Cooma, isn't it?
Cooma, but we've seen snow. It's been so exciting.
We've just driven, well, I think we're still on the Alpine Way. No, actually, no, we're not. We're off the Alpine
Mount
Way.
Kosciuszko Road,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
So we've just driven around Mount Kosciuszko from Beechworth today.
We saw Mount Kosciuszko.
Yes, we've seen, and going across it at about 1,550 metres, we were driving through snow, which we'll put some footage of that up.
It's very exciting.
And yeah, we actually parked the car, put the drone up, lost the drone in the snow, panicked for about a minute while I was trying to find my way back, not realising I probably push a button and it would fly back on its own.
We borrowed someone else's snowman and took a photo next to that as if
Yep.
it was ours, but it was a pretty good one, wasn't it?
Yeah, so what do you think of the high country in general, Rach?
It was beautiful, amazing.
We've got a bit of footage driving through the high country.
We got to see brumbies as we've all been happy.
Brumbies, kangaroos,
A few dead wombats, which is a bit sad.
no live wombats. Yeah,
No live
really
wombats,
sad.
lots of kangaroos. But it was so exciting, we came to this beautiful clearing, as you'll see in the footage, and saw actual brumbies, because there's no fences, so we believe that they were wild. And then went up further and saw all this snow on the side of the road. And then when we were actually in the snow, it was actually snowing a little bit while we were standing walking around. So
Yeah, it
was
sort of
very-
started to get wet.
very exciting.
Bit of a concern, but
Yeah, so we're heading to Cooma, and then I don't know how much longer it will take then
I
to get
think
to.
I thought Canberra's only about 90 k's away.
I think, yeah, Canberra's not far from Cooma, so yeah. So the coldest it's gotten on our drive was 2 degrees, wasn't it? Up where the
It
snow
was
was.
up where the snow was, yeah.
So yeah, very exciting.
And now we're back down to, what are we back down to now? 7.
7
So
degrees.
it's still quite cold out there.
So I got to wear my gloves, and we've had our thick jackets on today. It's very exciting.